Welcome back, everybody, to Big Talk Pigskin. I am your host, Q Nelson. I am followed by my two wonderful co-hosts, Andre and Bowden. How have y'all been?
Pretty good.
Doing good, doing good. How have you been, Q?
I've been doing better. I can't say that. I've been doing better mentally, and I'm here now. And I most likely it's not going to miss another episode now. So the ball is rolling, and we all back in action. Now let's jump right into it with UCLA. Ooh, Indiana. I don't want to say this game is a toss up because on paper, we all know who the better team is, Indiana. But UCLA been on a winning streak. They just been pulling stuff out of their behinds, and they've been actually playing real football lately. And I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do against a very top ranked school.
Yeah,
Good.
definitely. I was gonna say I think it's gonna be a heavily Indiana favorite game. But I mean, Indiana's last game, they played Michigan State. They won 38-13. And UCLA, when they played Michigan State, they won 38-13. So I mean, just for the sake of conversation, just for like the entertaining side of it, like there's a chance, UCLA, they definitely are up. They got this 3-game win streak. I mean, Penn State's not much to talk about right now, but they beat Penn State. They beat Maryland. Maryland's a good team. So, I mean, I feel like the first quarter will be interesting to watch. It'll be a good first quarter, but I think after that, Indiana will just take it and run with the game.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see where UCLA takes this offensively with the scheme that they come in with this week. They're just a weird team in that way where they can run the ball, they can pass the ball, they do it all, but they didn't do it well those first 4 games of the season where they lost all of them. And yeah, like you guys have said, they've been on a winning streak. They've beat some solid programs, especially, beating a unranked number 7 in the nation at the time, Penn State. Do they do it again? Can they beat another ranked undefeated team and maybe make Indiana's season kind of hit a downhill spiral as well? I don't think that's the case here, but we've seen limitless possibilities out of UCLA after thinking they might not even win a game this season.
Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. Yes, we have, and I'm gonna say this again, and I'm about to call this like how I see it. I think that is called the UCLA effect. As you see, the teams that they beat struggles, and like you said before, because like the teams that they beat just spiraled downhill. And is this going to be Indiana's downfall? Are they going to underestimate them and actually let UCLA play with them? And like what Drake said, which it is a big old coincidence that both of them beat Michigan State 38-13, which is kind of ironic. That is kind of ironic because if it's like that, then it make them sound similar in their strengths and weaknesses at the same time. But this game is gonna really prove, I guess, who this new UCLA actually is, and I'm happy to see this, and I actually can't wait to see this. But at the same time, Indiana is still top 3 in the nation. Hopefully, they play like a top 3 school in the nation. But if they play to their competition level, it's gonna probably be another upset going in UCLA favor. And I never thought I would be saying this far in the season because they looked so they was not playing football for the first 4 games.
I'll say UCLA is a whole new team after they fired their coach. They're basically a new team. Like they're kind of like they're a 3-0 team right now, and everyone else has played 7 games. They've only played 3 basically. This is a brand new team. They're outscoring teams in the first half, 58-17, averaging 30 plus points a game. Like this is not the same team that you've seen before. Even the defense have improved. So it's just like it seems like the morale, everything. So it's like this is a team that can catch you off guard because like when they're outscoring teams 58-17 in the first half, and a lot of the big teams in the league or in college football, their problem is they start slow in the first half. Like that's where you can get in trouble with a team like this because that's a lot of points to try and come back from to work back from. So. I don't know. I think it'll be a stamina game for UCLA too. Like, how long can they stay hot for? How long can they let the hot hand last?
Yeah, 100%. has been, like you said, on this crazy uphill, just changing dynamically
Mhm.
the year. And they've scored a lot of points through their last couple of weeks. And so, they're matching up against one of the better defenses in the country in Indiana. Yes, you're right. Can they sustain being hot and being on right now? I don't know if that's the case. I don't think they can. I think maybe that first quarter they come out firing, just shooting. But I just think that Indiana defense is a little bit too strong. And then I just don't think UCLA has much of a defense themselves that's going to be able to stop what Fernando Mendoza has been doing over there with the Hoosiers offense.
Mhm.
Let's see. Earlier in the year, I was saying that Indiana is like the most consistent team, but the better word is discipline. They are just like from offense to
Well
defense,
coached.
special team. Like their coach, he is just phenomenal. Like he got them dudes like find oiled machines. Like it's like whoever is playing Indiana is basically playing 11 robots on the field because they're just that discipline. And it's like we talk about like the first half coming out hot stuff like in terms of entertainment, but in all reality, like this team's so disciplined. I see them coming out hot, putting a stop to UCLA's fire, and like I think that I don't know Nico's probably gonna struggle this weekend.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dre. I agree with you, but this is a UCLA. My bad. Indiana is a well coached team. They a well disciplined team, and they know each other's strengths and weaknesses, so they can actually make up for whatever their teammate is lacking in a way. Because it shows because they got a very good team camaraderie, and I just want to know the team bonding things they've been doing. Because whatever they did, people here are bluffed and need it.
Yeah.
It's just honestly though. But for them to actually play as well as they have been this season shows that a good coach and a good coaching staff does matter. And that's what both sides of the coin. Same with UCLA. Yes, ever since they fired with their head coach, they actually started to play football. So like in my head, in my eyes right now, that's like a coaching error, a coaching mistake in a way. And I don't want to say bad coaching, but bad coaching, because ain't like it's still kind of funny and we're at the same time that your head coach get fired and then y'all gotta turn the whole script around. Y'all just do a whole 180. Now y'all are a somewhat of a high power team in a way. Well, a high power team in the making in a way. So yeah, I think with like UCLA old head coach, which is not calling the game how you see fit in a way, because football is more mental than physical than anything else. It's like playing chess out there. And that's something that I can say because like the amount of film you have to watch and prepare for, it's everything is mental. Because yes, you have the physicality, you have the physics for it, because you still playing D1 football. Either way, it's D1, so you are there for a reason. But it just if you have the knowledge of the game, if you have the word box and the go to of it. It's nothing but a chess match, and that's what the old UCLA head coach failed power people. No, that's not how you win games. And in a new head coach, he's doing a phenomenal job. He's out there actually scheming and playing the game how the game goes.
I'm about to say
Right away.
Skipper is doing his job. He's been holding on to the ball. It said 33 minutes a game. So like your offense has had the ball. In college and football is a 60-minute game. So if you have the ball, your offense is on the field for 33 of those minutes. Like you got to include special teams and then the other team. Like that's more than half the game that your offense has the ball. And I think that's something big, and they have to lean on against Indiana. Because if you can not let their offense kind of get hot, get going, you kind of tire their defense out. You give your defense breaks. Like that's kind of huge, and they're going to need it because Indiana can score big plays fast. But for UCLA though, their biggest thing is Nico. His right knee is hurt, and 90% of their run game is based off of him, and that's kind of what they're leaning towards. But it's like, how do you run the ball and your quarterback / running back is kind of hurt? So we'll see what Skipper can scheme up, what kind of pass plays he's got dialed up, what he can do to get guys open, slow down Indiana's D line. Because it can get scary for Nico. Like he with this D line, he can make that knee worse with the sacks he could be taking. So they got to be careful of that.
Yeah, that O line isn't overly strong at UCLA. That's definitely not one of the things working in their favor, especially early on in the season. And that D line, like you said, over at Indiana, they're great. That defense over there, top 25. It might actually be top 10 in the country right now. I believe we have 3 Big Ten teams whose defenses are top 10 in the country. But yeah, that could hurt Nico a lot. Especially if he's already having knee problems, he's not going to be able to move outside the pocket like we've seen him do to complete some throws. He's not going to be able to scramble and maybe have to run on plays where he wasn't designed to. And there's going to be a lack of designed runs for him at quarterback, probably a little bit less option plays. You know, I think UCLA probably looks to go maybe more RPO scheme here. You know, I think that would be a smart way to kind of change up when you're dealing with a quarterback, like a slight injury problem where you don't want him to get hurt more. But yeah, he definitely could be taking some huge hits from that Indiana defense, which could affect the rest of their season, possibly, you know, his career.
Yeah, I try and come out with a lot of screens to slow down the D-line, make them have to play as honest as they can, make them really decide if they want to rush or not. And then if you can slow them down, maybe slow the backers a little bit, maybe make them slow up their read, or if they're blitzing, maybe like they got to look at the running back a little bit on their blitz. Or if he's getting it out quick, make sure he has I will put a hot route or like a check down on every single play that he's throwing the ball. Because RPO, not necessarily. I guess it gets turned into it because how quick he'll throw it. But if the blitz is coming from the right, you normally want to throw to that blitz. So you want like a little flat route or a little sit, like something to just throw it right there so you can get rid of it before you get hit.
Yeah.
And in that, so you don't want to blitz because if I'm getting 5 yards of play, well, then it's like we're going to just chunk down the field, adding to that 30 minutes we hold the ball so you can't keep blitzing. So just some ways like I would think of to try and slow them down so Nico can be a little more comfortable. And then you help that O-line, too, because they ain't going to need all the help they can get.
Hey, I'm telling you now, the quick game helps the big boys up front. I'm telling you that now, because it just set punch. All right, the ball out. Let's go.
It's true.
All right. Well, I can see this game either being a blowout or a very close win for Indiana.
Yeah, I'm thinking a blowout for Indiana.
I'm also thinking a blowout for Indiana. Maybe it's within 14 points at the closest, in my opinion.
So that's about at the closest.
Yeah.
All right, time to move on to the next two. Illinois at Washington. Ooh. This is a Washington, I guess, redemption game. Because they lost to Michigan a week prior. And that was a much-needed win for Michigan. Boy, I know we're not on them yet, but Bryce Underwood looked nice. But this game is going to really dictate who Washington actually really is. Because this is going to be their second, I believe, is their second actually ranked opponent that they playing. And they can't honestly lose no more. They are sitting at 5-2. And they only 2 losses came to Michigan and Ohio State. Ohio State, to me, by far, as what I've seen, I don't like to say this, but they, to me, got the best defense, the best defense in college football right now. It is a wall of Buckeyes. I don't like to say that, but I got to give credit where credit is due.
I was going to say, yeah, Ohio State is both of the teams' common loss. Illinois' only loss. So, these are some really good teams. Kind of the biggest thing I'm noticing, this is Illinois, they need to win to stay ranked, to keep looking for, the bowl games, things like that, keep moving forward. And then this is Washington's chance to, put on them losses behind them because, your 2 losses are to Michigan and Ohio State. And it's, it's tough, but, I don't know, you want this win to bounce back. You beat a ranked team. And I feel like if you beat Illinois, you might be able to just take Illinois' place in the ranking. So, this is a big game for both of them. This is, either be ranked or get ranked or stay ranked, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. These teams have both been really good. They're very solid. They've had some miscues, some bad games here and there. But even, Washington impressed me in that Ohio State game. They didn't impress me as much in that Michigan game. I expected more out of them, in all honesty. Their differential, their combined scores of their 2 losses on the season are 13-48. So they've lost 6-24 and 7-24. So at least in their losses, they're consistent with, they're still putting some points on the board. Their defense is holding these pretty solid offenses, especially Ohio State's very high powered. Michigan's is, I wouldn't say very high powered, but I wouldn't say it's not high powered. Like it's a very solid offense.
Yeah, you said it because it's it's slightly above average, but it's not average.
Yes,
but it can be elite, but at the same time, it can't. Exactly, like it's weird.
Exactly, and that Washington defense is they've hung on with them. They can't make a stop every time, especially when their offense isn't helping them out. So I'm very intrigued to see what their offense does differently in this game versus than what they did in that Michigan game last week, to see if they can help their defense at all in any way, because that's their key to winning this game. And they're playing at home, which is a huge benefit for them. That's really the only reason I think that Ohio State game was as close as it was.
Yeah, and that, I don't know, that just being home does play, I guess, a big factor, and it does help a lot. So I feel like that's kind of like the little boost edge that'll give Washington like the break they need. Because I feel like when you put these two teams together, I feel like Illinois is just a touch better than Washington, a little bit ahead. But like this, I don't know, this home advantage, like I feel like it balances it out. And Washington is like, they're one of those sneaky, scary teams. Like a lot of people don't realize that they're 5-2, like that they're actually really good and really competing. They've only lost to like the best team in college football, and then one of the better teams in college football. So you gotta validate those losses. And in the same way, Illinois, like their only loss is Ohio State. So these are like 2 really good teams, and I'm picking this as like the Big Ten game of the week. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see.
I will say Illinois did also lose to Indiana, but we kind of are putting that past us because that was just bad. That's what proved to me Indiana was like an actual, real, legit contender, was blowing out Illinois like that. Mm-hmm. But yes, you are definitely right. Playing at home, it does a lot.
Yes, it do. It do, especially at the beautiful, not stadium in a way, because we we all know they using that stadium until theirs actually get.
That's Northwestern.
Oh yeah, my bad, wrong team.
That's Northwestern, but you are right with the scenery over at Washington. Yeah. They're just surrounded by a bunch of trees and stuff. Like right, either they're like one side's all trees, the other's like the city of Seattle. Some way set up that like that. I don't exactly remember, but they're a hard stadium to play at. It is pretty close together. So like the fans are kind of almost over top of you.
Yeah, and if they have a pretty good turnout, their fans can be with the 12th man on the field that they will need to actually beat Illinois, because it's difficult to go into a noisy, and I mean a noisy stadium, and that's on really pretty much both behalves. Because as you see, if the crowd is really revved up, they don't stop cheering when home team is on offense, and you see them struggle a little bit too because of the crowd noise. I mean, that can play a factor if it's packed and if it's sold out. But I believe if they do have that 12th man, it's going to be in Washington's favor just a little bit. I want to say like it's a big, like it's going to be a big jump, but it's going to be in their favor. It's going to be in their favor just a little bit, because you got the home team advantage, you got home advantage, and that's just always a good thing to have.
It definitely is. Yes. I just feel like Indiana's about to pull this one out. I feel like I didn't mean to say Indiana. Sorry, they're still in my mind. I was just thinking about them in Ohio State in the Big Ten potentially, but that's for another conversation. Illinois, who I meant, I see them pulling it out. I see them getting the win. I say they win by more than a field goal. I'd say anywhere from like 10-7 is my guess.
Y'all gonna hate what I say. I got Illinois winning, because Washington do struggle against better offenses a little bit. Yes, they hold them, but Michigan had one of their best offensively games against Washington. So I can see this going probably 21 to like 7 or something. A 14-point difference. I try to say a big word, and I can really pronounce it.
You're saying in the Illinois favor, 14 points?
Yes.
I'm on the whole opposite end. I think Washington finally gets their statement win, bounces back from that loss against Michigan last week, and proves that they are a solid team in the Big Ten, and that next year they might be dangerous. I think they're on the other end of that. I think they get around a 14-point win.
Hey, one way to find out.
See this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna see Saturday.
We will see on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching all the football games because I got YouTube Plus now. I'm gonna be feet kicked up. Hey, feet kicked up in my room, all snuggled up because it's getting cold out now. Yep. I'm gonna have my peppermint hot chocolate because I don't drink coffee. I'm gonna just be in my bed like this, feet kicked up. All right, it's time for some football.
Snuggled up.
Oh yeah. Let's move on.
Get hot chocolate in a minute.
Hey, I was about to say 7-Eleven. I forgot I'm in Ohio.
7-Elevens in Ohio.
Yeah, but they far out.
True,
not many.
Yeah, Wisconsin at Oregon. Ooh.
This game is gross.
Yeah. I got the Ducks in a landslide, but
there's not much to say about this.
Wisconsin's been pooping the bed lately. They are not ready to play Oregon.
Yeah, and I feel bad for all the Wisconsin fans. Shout out my boy Sergio. He goes to the games and just be so disappointed.
I am honestly the biggest question on my mind with this game. There's two of them. Mm-hmm. Does Wisconsin get shut out for a third week in a row? Because they're playing at Oregon. They have not a singular chance in winning this game. But can they score a touchdown? That is what I'm wondering. Can they even get a field goal? I'm genuinely curious on if that is going to be possible for them this week. I have no idea. I would love to see the lines on that. I would love
to say the same thing.
My curiosity is, do they hold them to under 40 points? Because the most they've given up is 38 to Alabama. And they scored against Alabama. They scored 2 touchdowns. But, I don't know. Do they hold them to under 40? Is that even, a question?
I mean, they let Iowa score 37 on them. So, I don't think so. I really don't.
Feel it. Hey, Oregon in a landslide, but it's football at the same time. Anything can happen, but they are in Eugene.
Oregon put up 56 points last week against Rutgers. Rutgers is solid. They're decent. They're not great, but they're a lot better than Wisconsin.
Yes, they are.
Maybe to change the scenery, being out on the West Coast, seeing the sunshine, being out by the water, it might have
sunshine.
I don't think there's a single thing playing into this game that helps Wisconsin.
They might be more excited after the game, being out there on the beach or something.
Or before, it's
the only thing that might be going through, and I wouldn't say the players or the coach's mind, but maybe for the fans or for the administration, is that they can fire Luke Fickell after this. After they get destroyed. That's what I was going to say. That's my other question. Does Luke Fickell get fired if they lose again? He wins. They win. Let him stay.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I don't think you fire him off the loss to Oregon because he's already lost to top ranked team. So if you're going to fire him, it has to be off someone bad. So I think you let Oregon slide. He plays Washington next, and Washington is still a pretty good team. We'll see if they end up ranked. Then Indiana. You can't be mad about Indiana because they're number 2. Then there's Illinois. So Illinois is ranked. And then they got Minnesota. So that's the game. The very last game of the season is when you decide if you fire Luke Fickell or not.
Minnesota's decent though.
But
Minnesota's decent. There's nothing here. He's gonna be gone by the end of the year. Why not just do it now?
Hey, hold on. I'm so sorry, but he got so much grace because
he does. He has a hard schedule, but dude, he lost to Maryland already. Maryland's solid. He lost to Michigan. Michigan's good. Lost to Iowa, but they got shut out by Iowa. Shut out 37-0,
Nice.
not shut out 10-0. That's like an Iowa thing to do. Letting Iowa score 37 points on you and not scoring a single point on them, not even a field goal. Like, I'm hating on my own guys here, but that's like just the nature that we've been the past couple of years. We don't score 37 points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't think there's any saving grace for him. Despite the fact that schedule's hard, get him out. It's time. I don't know why they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I got Oregon.
I got Oregon by 50.
50 boys. 42.
I was going to say 42-0.
Yeah.
Wisconsin doesn't score.
That's still embarrassing. That is, what is that? Six touchdowns?
Yeah, they've been outscored 71-0 in their last 2 games.
Yes.
Oh my, that is
just a random question I want to throw out here, really just to kind of make Dre a little upset. Does this mean that Iowa's offense is actually better than Ohio State's because Iowa put up 37?
No, it just means that.
It just means our whole team's more complete.
It means Iowa just competes with Ohio State's like secondary. We probably took our good guys out the game early.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
We'll still give it to you. Putting up 37, you outscored us, so that's definitely a win you can take away. And when we win the Natty, you tell everybody you outscored the national champions.
We did. I've just been saying that to people all week because I just find it funny. It's not serious at all.
It's a fact you can't argue.
Yeah, no, you can't. It's like, these are the scores. This is what happened.
Can't argue it.
Definitely can't argue with that.
Definitely cannot. And I'm just going to take a second here to touch about Iowa before we move on to like the other big game, the other big rivalry in the Big Ten this week. We got Minnesota, Floyd of Rosedale trophy. It's staying home. PJ, the last 10 matchups, Iowa's 9-1. Should be 10-0. Since PJ Fleck has gotten there at Minnesota, Iowa's 7-1. Should be 8-0. PJ Fleck did not earn his win 2 years ago. That was given to him by the fair catch. The fair catch of Cooper DeJean that got called back for a touchdown. They lost by 2 points. Yeah, all right. Sure, fair catch. I'm still upset. There's nothing I can do to go back and change it. I've accepted it. It's fine. It's whatever. We weren't going to do anything crazy that season anyway, but it should have never happened.
It's okay. I'll give you that because I still think about Garrett Wilson's catch. It was Clemson or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't disagree with you there.
So I know how you feel, but I know you guys. I'm definitely betting on Iowa, so I'm taking them for the win.
Yeah, I think we get it done. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. I'm sorry, I'm not a camera frame, but I caught a double Charlie horse. I'm struggling.
Oh, you're in the window.
I was gonna say, yeah, we see.
We see you. We see you struggling back there. It's okay. It's okay.
This is so weird. Hold on. All right, hold on.
Okay, while Q's getting back to his seat, we'll switch over here to our last game we're going to touch on. Q's team, Michigan versus what he likes to say the little brother, Michigan State.
That's little brother right there. That's little brother. Ooh. Man, but just to say this, the last time we was at Michigan State University, we had the biggest blowout we ever had against them, 41-0. Okay, but that's when we had the championship caliber team as we did. That was 2 years ago. Oh my. Ugh. I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's not gonna be like that, but I can still see a blowout in the making. Yes, it's a very emotional rivalry game. We get that, but this is big brother against little brother, and let's see who's gonna pay out. And guess what? It's always gonna be the big bro. Go blue.
Yeah, I'm taking the nasty blue and yellows to get the win this weekend. Michigan State's been playing good, but they ain't been playing great. not good enough to beat Michigan this week. So
Michigan State has been good. I like Aiden Childs. They the last couple weeks haven't been great for them. Just they haven't. I don't think they bounce back here. I think playing at home obviously is big, but especially in a big rivalry like this. But you're also a couple hours down the road from Ann Arbor. You're going to have Michigan fans there as well. It's not like this is you're playing 15 hours away in a car ride. Like you're what 3-4 hours away, something like that. It's not that crazy far.
It's not even that far. In
I was gonna say like 3 was what I was thinking. It really was.
3 is pushing it.
Okay.
It's more so like 2 on a bus and about 1.5 in a car. 1, it depends how you drive.
Wow. So do all. Always. But yeah, I like Michigan State, just not to win. Mm-hmm. I do like them. I don't think they're overly bad in any way. They've just had some bad luck, just some things that aren't clicking well. And I think they keep this somewhat close. Maybe this is a 10-14 point game. I don't think it's much over 14 points. I really don't think it goes over that in a Michigan win. But you never know what's going to happen, especially in a rivalry. Michigan's just not fully pieced together yet either. They're way closer than Michigan State, obviously. But we'll see what happens. I think Michigan dominates for the most part.
Yeah, especially if we play like how we did against Washington. If Bryce Underwood had that amazing game he did, because he completed 22 out of 26 passes.
21 for 27. But yeah,
that's close.
It was
that's accurate. That's extremely accurate. But if he can play comfortable like that and the offensive line can actually give him the time that he needs, then our Michigan offense is going to be looking elite. And I can't wait to see how everything unfolds. Because they are a little bro, but sometimes the little brother can surprise you.
I was gonna say Michigan State, they lost 4 games this year, and their last 4 games have been losses. So, but like they played Indiana, they played USC, they're playing the reborn UCLA, and then the other team was Nebraska. So like they played good teams. So like their losses are kind of understandable, but like their teams that Michigan I think would have beaten. So, and then plus the rivalry you add to that, and you basically take away home field advantage in this game. I'm taking Michigan, and I kind of like a 17-point win, maybe 21-point win, something like that.
Say 21.
Yeah, I definitely see that as an outcome. I think Michigan State will kind of put some of their stuff together and maybe play a little more complete than normal. And maybe this is more like a 10 to 14 point win for Michigan instead. But I still don't think Michigan State gets it done.
I can see that. I can see Michigan State. They're kind of like, this is our Super Bowl, our bowl game. Like, let's get this win. So they come out with like their trick plays and, they come out with their best playbook, the best they got to offer.
They're going to be pulling the rabbit out of the hat, just pulling out every trick play that they got.
Well, and if Michigan State loses this game, they have to win out in order to make a bowl game at this point. So they're looking to try to let's upset Michigan, and then we can drop 2 more games the rest of the season when they kind of have a tough schedule coming up.
They got Minnesota, Penn State, Iowa, and Maryland. And I think they got a winnable schedule. Like this, if I'm Michigan State, this is like the part of the Big Ten I'd rather play than the other half.
Yeah.
They just gotta get past Big Bro. I'm snapping that. That is stamped. like I know my jacket said prayers could change lives, but Michigan is standing back there. And Michigan State, they can pray all they want to. Michigan praying too. But let the better team win. I got Big Bro. 21. I'm so sorry. I'm still in pain. A double Charlie horse though. Like, why I've been cramped like this since my junior year, first game against Kenya. I gotta drink my water, my pickle juice.
Definitely.
I need some potassium. I gotta start eating. I haven't been eating either. That's my fault.
Gotta eat.
Yeah,
Gotta fuel your body.
I haven't
It's
been
been a
eating much
struggle.
either, honestly.
I had Taco Bell for the last 2 days, and it was leftover Taco Bell.
Better than nothing.
Oh yeah, like the new $9 Lux box with the flaming hot grilled cheese burrito. I am so big for this. I'm sorry, folks at home, but I'm kind of hungry right now. Like it's 12 o'clock the next day. I had a small taco at 4 o'clock, and that was it. And I'm okay salivating, so that's where I just might go. 'Cause the only place that's open.
Yeah. Yeah, Bluffton this time of night. Good luck.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. McDonald's is starting to stay open to like 11:30ish now. Proud of that. I'm happy because I'm hungry. So I could, of course not now, but like an hour ago, I could have went and got me, you know, a little 4-piece nugget, you know, some. But all right, folks. Hope y'all drive safe. Get the black coffee, or if you like cream and sugar in it, get that too. And remember, always have a gum right there, right along with you. Because coffee breath, not everybody likes it. I'm sorry.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody
Please chew that gum.
Minty mint. Okay, it will last a lot longer than fruit punch, lemonade gum that they have out.
Saying we grown ups now. We too old for Hubba Bubble and it's time for the extra and the and the orbit.
The extra, the orbit, and
What's with the five
Uh,
guys, five something.
5 guys.
that sounds good too. But I know exactly what you
Just
mean.
5 gum, I think.
That's good gum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I always say either when it comes to gum and it's mint, get the blue pack. I'll get the green pack.
Yep.
Either or.
Green or blue pack of Orbit.
Yes.
I mean, not
One
Orbit,
of them works.
Extra. Get the extra. If you got the
Yes.
Orbit, I don't know. I mean, them little things, like, you probably need 2 of them anyway. So
Yeah.
so,
Yep. So after you get done drinking your coffee, pop it in. That's one. Probably next 30 minutes, pop the other one in. And guess what? Your breath gonna be smelling fresh all day. This is the hack. This is, I guess, a life hack. Okay, I do this sometimes, especially whenever I'm not a coffee drinker, but whenever I drink anything like strong or whatnot, the gum helps a lot.
100%.
A lot. And guess what? People are gonna want to talk to you. But drive safe. Hope y'all get to work safely, and please tune in into the next show. Until then, this is Q Nelson,
Andre Brace.
Bowden Jerome.
there it is. See y'all next time.
Have a good one.